I'm traveling from Berlin to Budapest on the EuroNight sleeper train, a journey of roughly 12 hours straight through the night. Traveling with my family, we booked 5 beds in a 6-person Couchette compartment. It sounds a bit fancy, and in a way it really was. Because when you're traveling together, this might be one of the most memorable, comfortable and genuinely fun ways to cross Europe. So what is it actually like to travel across Europe overnight like this? Hi, if we don't know each other yet, I'm Rita and I love to travel, but especially by train. So I'm on a mission to find the best train journeys around the world. If you enjoy slow travel, scenic routes and train adventures like this one, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join me along the way. We are starting the journey today from Berlin and we have already arrived to the train station from which our train is gonna depart very soon. But for now we have a little bit of waiting time here.
I'm so excited!
Yep, that's me, and at this point my excitement is going through the roof.
I'm so excited!
Oh my god, I can see the capsules already! I can see the rooms! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, my heart is exploding. Oh my god, the doors. It's so pretty. Wait, it's a different brand! I'm so confused. Okay, let's go! Yes, it is a different brand, and with that, it's a different train, but more on that later.
Wait, but I think we have to go to 262, right? Come. Okay. Oh my god, oh my god. This is so cool. So excited, so excited, so excited. Super, vielen Dank, das ist alles unseres dann. Oder haben wir da bestimmte Betten? Ist das noch der Nightjet oder ist das eine andere Firma?
Nein, das ist die ungarische Teile.
Aha, okay, interessant, danke schön. This is even cooler. I thought I'm on the Nightjet, but I'm like on a Nightjet that is being pulled by something else.
So we could say that I'm exploring today a train that I wasn't even expecting to be on in the first place. And everything is quite quick here. We already got our bedding.
Pillow, some sheets, a really thick blanket, and chocolate, I think. And a nice glass water bottle, fancy schmancy here. Oh, more is coming.
Ja, das ist so gut, ne?
Ja, danke schön. It's quite packed in here because we have 3 big luggages, backpacks, coats. So we are sorting out for now everything. Luckily, we are in a section for 6 people and we're only 5, so we have 1 bed up here for all the luggages to put it. There's no space at all below for like big luggage. A small one can fit, but not big ones. So it's also very hot here. But yeah, let's get organized first.
One last ticket check and then I'm off exploring.
Welcome to the most fun part of the journey, our room review right here. This is a room for 6 people. You can't see that in the shape as it is right now. Well, in fact, you can see 2 beds open up. That's the 3rd floor.
And to get to that floor, there's a ladder conveniently positioned in the middle of the room.
I like the view from up here. It's so nice to have this ladder. You can climb up, see all the beds comfortably without struggling to get up there. And then we have 2 more beds that will be opened up here. And then the last ones are kind of hiding away right here on these chairs, which I think is so cool and not something I'm familiar with from sleeper trains. So it's a full-on proper comfy chair, cushion, velvet material, armrest, all of the nice stuff, so the 6 people can sit comfortably in here when they don't want to lay down and you don't sit on somebody else's lower bed, kind of. There's also a nice headrest right here, all thought through for that sitting experience. But then later on, that can be put down, will be a bed, that will be put down and it will be a bed. It's kind of back to basics in here. It's very cozy, it's very compact. There's not much going on in terms of tech, but we have a socket, we have 2 USB ports and kind of a little bit of a shelf compartment that is 2 strings where you can, for example, put in a bottle. Otherwise, we have manual rotational buttons for temperature, sound and light. Light, we have 3 levels, dark, medium and super bright. The window we can close and open up with our blind right here. There's some air conditioning coming through from the window itself and there's a bin for us to share as well. The space for luggage though is quite limited, so all we have is the space below the chairs right here, which a full big luggage doesn't fit, but a backpack might fit. We have some space up here, that's 35 kilograms, and then we have up on the top equally a space. You know, you need to be like full-on lifting to get your luggage up there. But I think that's kind of a minus in here, that there's not really other storage space for luggages. I wouldn't know how it would work out if 6 people come with their full suitcases plus maybe hand luggages and try to like accommodate it all in here. This room it's very basic. It brings me back into the good old sleeper train days where it's just all about the bed, the comfort, the shaking, the coziness of it all. I just love it, especially those traditional sleeper trains, and this one is one of them.
The real highlight for me here is the setup itself. Comfortable seats that easily convert into proper beds and back into seats. This is a real perk to have on a sleeper train. But the Couchette isn't the only option on board. There are also regular seating cars, which is essentially the same layout, just without the beds folded down. If you're looking for more privacy, there are sleeping compartments with 2 or 3 beds, and they even come with a small sink. In terms of service, the experience is quite similar across the sleeping and Couchette cars. The main difference is the breakfast. Sleeping car passengers usually get a slightly more generous selection. So what does it actually cost to spend a night on this train? Prices vary depending on demand and how early you book, but the train company provides general guidelines, which I really appreciate. Seats usually range from around 20 to 100 euros per person, Couchette tickets from roughly 40 to 150 euros per person, and sleeping compartments anywhere between 50 to 400 euros per person. According to the operator, booking early is key. The sooner you plan, the better the deal you're likely to get. Okay, now let's get back to checking out the corridor of the train.
Within the corridor itself, there are seats along the way, so if you don't want to sit in your cabin, you can sit up here. And one super random thing though, there's a mirror, but also a shaver socket. So would you shave like right here? That's kind of a really random one. And very interesting part for me is that I thought that today I would be traveling on the Nightjet, a company that operates towards around Austria and Europe. But what I've learned today is that that's not necessarily the case. So although I booked the Nightjet train, I'm actually driving on a different company train that operates within this route. I don't mind, it's another train to explore, and the Nightjet is going to be another time, but it's definitely a big surprise.
The train that we are traveling on today belongs to the MAV group, which I'm probably completely mispronouncing, but it is Hungary's national rail operator, and for many travelers it's the gateway to seeing the country and even crossing borders by rail, especially through its long distance and night services. Beyond everyday commuting, trains that belong to this group also connect major cities and regions with routes designed for longer journeys. So with that, I just got way more inspiration on further routes to take with this particular train. Speaking about the Nightjet though, I have already taken a ride on it. It's gonna be out on my channel very soon, so make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss it. But for now, let's get back to exploring the train that we are on now.
Time for the bathroom tour, or more so toilet tour. It is very basic, it's very compact, but there's running water, running soap, and most importantly, lots of toilet paper right here. I start to get the impression that mirrors are really popular here on the train, because we don't only have them on the corridor, but also here in the bathroom in 3 formats. One from the back and then 2 from the side, so you can definitely see yourself from everywhere. Another socket for shavers right here as well, so shaving is apparently very popular here on this train. And otherwise, that's about it. There's also a changing table for babies right here. It's super clean, there's no smell, and that's all that's needed.
Apart from the huge amount of toilet paper, this is pretty much a very regular toilet on a sleeper train. But let's get back to our room, which by now looks quite different already and is very much unpacked.
When we were at the train station, we got a snack, kind of a very small one, a whole box of fruits for all of us to share. So that is going to be a really nice little winter evening end with the perfect fruit for that in here.
I know, it's kind of a lot to get a whole box of fruits, but who doesn't like peeling those in winter and having it as a little snack? But it is time to get ready for bed, and for that the lovely employee of the train is helping us to put one of the beds down in its position.
He has a special key for that, so now we have our full 6 beds up here. 4 of them are already fully bedded up. These 2 are still in its shape. We need to put the bedding on it. We have space now for 6 people to lay down. Sitting is not too comfortably possible at this stage, but that's okay. We're gonna get into sleeping mode now. Oh, I'm so excited to sleep here. It's already so nicely shaking right now. The train is like the perfect baby shaking to fall asleep for that Not too much, not too little, just absolutely perfect in here. And it's so quiet as well. I'm not sure how to do that elegantly, to be honest, here with this bedding. Lift. There are prettier ways to make a bed, I have to say.
You're not to work in Hilton.
No, please don't take it as my application for Hilton. No, I have to make it a bit nicer at least. Right, so then we have a little pillow. Cute and small. Which way do I want to sleep? This way, I think, so I can look out of the window in the morning. Then we have, I think, another sheet for the blanket cover. So there's gonna be our second sheet now. Oh, look at that cozy little bed. I can't wait to jump in here. Ta-da! Bed all assembled now. On the other side the same.
One unique detail about this train is how the rooms are handled. We were given a room card that lets us lock and unlock the room from the outside. That means anyone leaving can secure the room without disturbing someone who's still inside. No knocking, no waiting around. It's a small thing, but surprisingly practical, and it also means that everything that is inside the room feels completely secure. Okay, it is getting quite late, so I am getting ready for bed. And someone remind me please that on my next train journey I should take a full toothpaste with me rather than squishing it out on the train.
Time to head to bed, or at least prepare. So, oh, where's the... Oh, here. Foot pump for the water. Hello? Water? Oh, there we go. Okay. Bringing a towel would have been a good idea, but there are some paper towels. All done with that. Let's get back to the room and into the bed.
Now the most important thing with this room card is that there's only one for the whole room, so you need to agree with your co-passengers on where the card should be placed all night.
Can you give me my headphones?
Time to get into my bed. It's a little bit of gymnastics, but we are here. Made it. Oh my god, I love it. It's so cozy. Oh wow. It's so compact, like it's really small, but it's like so cozy and nice in here. I don't know, I really like it. And the view, there's like a full-on window from my section right here, so currently there's snow outside, but in the morning it's gonna look so pretty. Oh, I'm gonna sleep like a baby here. Good morning.
It was still dark outside when the alarm went off. The night itself had been slightly shaky with the quiet movement of the train and the sounds of the tracks in the background. But instead of being unsettling, it was so comforting, the kind of motion that slowly rocks you to sleep. It felt warm and calm, one of those nights where you don't just sleep but really remember how it felt to be there, tucked away in motion somewhere between destinations.
Toothpaste. Okay. I'm still half sleeping. Wait. Okay, let's go.
And with the day just starting and the sun finally being out, it was the perfect time to sit and enjoy that big window we have.
Hello.
One last thing missing in my happiness, and that is coffee.
Our breakfast has arrived. We've been given 2 coffees, which is gonna help wake us up. There are some milk pastes. They're laughing all the time. Okay. Okay, take 5 on our breakfast explanation. We've just been given some breakfast. It's coffee. It's gonna help wake us up, some sugar and some milk, and also these soft bakes for a cute little cookie. It's not exactly the breakfast I was thinking we will get, but it's still nice to get something, and the coffee is the most important part. And while traveling with my family, this is what we travel with. Boiled eggs ready, because this breakfast is not gonna make us too full. And we have a garbage bag brought with us as well.
But now it's getting really cozy in here. Once the food we brought along comes out, the whole space turns into a little picnic. Snacks on the table, warm drinks, and the view slowly moving past the window. It feels less like a train ride and more like a small adventure on its own, sitting back, eating together and watching the landscapes drift by.
We were supposed to arrive at 8:30 a.m. Then we had a little bit of a delay, and then the delay turned into a longer delay, and we were supposed to arrive at 11:30 a.m. Now we had a little bit more time for a nap, and then I swapped locations here on my bed, completely towards the window, and I had the most perfect morning just watching all the villages go by, some rivers and lakes and forests and all the things we passed that I would never see otherwise, and it's been just so cozy and nice. I'm actually so happy we had such a delay, because that gave me more time here. Time to start up packing and somehow bring down all the luggages from the top down, organize everything here and get ready to arrive. Made it to Budapest. Oh, almost the last one here.
Oh
wow, there's ceremonial music playing as well. That's it.
Now that we're outside, we can truly appreciate how modern and nicely colored this train looks like from the outside. This train journey turned out to be quite different from what I expected, in a positive way. Even though the train itself is modern, it carries a strong sense of tradition and nostalgia. For me, it felt like a ride through memory lane, bringing back the feeling of older sleeper trains, but reimagined with a smart and contemporary design. From the seating to the lay-down setup, everything feels thoughtfully planned, blending comfort and function.
Oh, it's separated! There goes our part. That will go back, I guess, somewhere for cleaning. And there's the other part. No way, I think this is another brand there. And now we have arrived in Budapest. I'm so excited to explore the city over the next couple of days. Hopefully the weather will stay like that or a bit better.
And if you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button to support me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!